don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of play in this wheel. Got to put in a wheel bearing. So it's deep enough to get in there. My 3/4 inch wouldn't work, and I took the nut off, so I had to buy a special socket for that. Anyway, spin it off with an air wrench, take off your rotor, and then this is your hub assembly here. Of course, take off your brake housing and caliper all in one unit, set it aside, tie it up so don't put pressure on the line. And come in here, remove this line here with the little torque bit, and there's 3 bolts in the back. I'm on my last one now. There's one there, one there, so there's 3, and the hub should come off, so we'll show you that here in a couple minutes. This is the 98 Blazer all-wheel drive. Got the 3 bolts out that hold the hub on. I had to use my puller, center it on the end of the shaft, the axle, and then I pulled it off. Came off really easy. So here's the old one. It's very noisy when you spin it. Then there's a rubber ring that goes in here. They give you a new one when you get it. This ABS cable is not compatible with the new one, so I'll have to change that out. And of course you have your backing plate on here too. That comes off when you take your hub off, and then you put it together, and we'll show you that in a minute. Take off the ABS bracket and get under here, pull your set screw, the cotter key, take off the castellated nut, and then remove this by banging with 2 hammers or a pickle fork. This is the ball joint out of the car now, and you'll go to town. I'm going to head in and I'm going to buy a new one. It'll come with the new grease nipple on it. On top you can see there was 4 rivets that held this in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just took a punch and I drove them out, and then this just lifted up and out as I showed you on the previous video a minute ago. And now I'll buy one, put it in, and they're going to send bolts with nuts on it. So what I do is I stick the bolt in from the bottom, put the nut on top, and the part that hangs over I just take my grinder and I just grind it off flush. Put in a loose grease nipple, and be sure to give it a few shots of grease. These don't always come full with grease, and so you just want to check that, and then of course grease anything else that you see, and make sure you don't over grease, but everything does need